Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman and welcome back for more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Last time, we started up here in the Temple of Droplets. We got about halfway through the dungeon, we went through what I like to deem the Marcus puzzle, and then we ended up coming here down through the boss door, ironically enough, which is more like the main area of this dungeon. We see the element here, we got about half the sunlight on it to thaw it out, but we still have a little bit more left we gotta go through, so let's head on to the second half of this dungeon here, which unfortunately doesn't really have a whole lot of the water puzzles anymore, so, or I guess fortunately, depending on if you like those or not. They're not bad, but they can definitely feel a little time-consuming, I guess. Anyways, can get yet another Kinstone piece for that. The one thing I like about a lot of these areas is that they do have Kinstone pieces, which we were starting to run a bit low on, so I am pretty glad. Low on the red and blue ones, I mean, not at all low on the green ones, so I hope there's not another chest down that way. No, okay, good, because I'm not going that way. Shoot! Damn it! Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, there we go. Can't really do a whole lot with that there, so let's kind of just head up north here. And I believe we want to fall down here. This area is kind of weirdly laid out here. You want to hit this to close the door above us. And then hit this to open the door above us, which would cause the lights to open, and then reopen the door from below. It's kind of a weird puzzle, but it makes sense once you figure it out. It's definitely something you don't want to overthink. There we go. And this should be a small key. Indeed it is. And head down here and prepare for... I recommend taking your gust jar out and prepare for a mini-boss. If we hit this... Where have I seen this before? Yep, we got a giant blue choo-choo. These things are honestly very annoying. I remember this being... When I did my 3-heart run of this game, this was one of the most annoying fights in the game for me that I ended up doing. Honestly, they took a reasonably... not reasonably, they took a very easy first boss. I'm gonna drink my Furor's Charm here just so I can... hopefully lay some more smackdown on this guy. This does raise my attack and my defense for a short time. You cannot hit this guy when his sparks are up at all, I believe, so you want to keep that in mind. Maybe activating this charm might not be the best idea or not, but like hell I'm using it in the boss in this area or anything like that. I honestly consider this harder than the actual dungeon boss. And yeah, the charms do change your colors. Furor's charm changes you green because we already are wearing a green tunic, so that's the logic with that there. I never really mentioned it that like this game's sprite style like is more so. It's probably a lot of reused sprites from the GBA 4 Swords game, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind that, and B, something about this game I think looks a little bit sharper than GBA 4 Swords, and I can't really explain what about it is. Nice, got him all on that cycle there. I guess it wasn't really the most beneficial to use the thing there. And wow, I beat him without taking more than 3 cards. It might have been the extra defense I had from the charm, I'm not really sure. But for beating that guy, we do get the dungeon item. We got the Flame Lantern. This handy item lights up the night, press the button to turn it on or off. You might say to yourself, having the lantern this late in the game sounds like a really dumb idea, and in a strange way it kind of is, but hear me out, this item's actually kind of cool. I think this is the first Zelda game where, genuinely, I think they do kind of get the... I feel like this is the first Zelda game where they kind of get the lantern puzzles kind of just the right level of right. The lantern doesn't use any sort of magic or anything. It's not an attack, but stuff just... If you just touch ice with this thing, it just melts. It's honestly just a pretty solid item. It lights up dark rooms. These enemies are not fun to fight at all. I'll try fighting these guys without the boomerang, which I don't like doing at all, but... God, these things are annoying. It's mostly just their stupid weapon more so than anything. And the fact they take, like, a Dark Souls level of health to kill, so... There we go. Yeah, is there anything we get for lighting up all these here? Way too slow to do that. No. Alright, well, worth an effort. Alright. This room's kind of interesting, if I remember right, because we gotta light up some torches to get rid of some blocks here. With the flame lantern, we can also get the, that one treasure chest that we passed up earlier in the dungeon that we couldn't get. So we'll be sure to make our way back for that in a little bit. I believe this is the only dungeon in the game that doesn't have a piece of heart in it, which I find really strange. Like, I even kind of forgot that. I was looking through my notes and I couldn't find anything on, pieces of heart in this dungeon, so... For killing all those guys, we do get a small key, which is very nice. I honestly kind of forgot this room existed, but sure. I did not mean to talk to you, Eslo. Man, I love that spin attack so much. Head up here, we get another red Kinstone, very nice. We can clear that up. I guess in a strange way, this kind of reminds me a bit of Brawly's Gym from Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Which I would have been playing... This game came out, like, just a couple months before Pokemon Emerald, so I would have been playing these two games, like, basically at the same exact time. So... And... Oh, great, this room. If you get hit by these fire enemies, you basically start going uncontrollably fast on the... Because, like, your arse is on fire, basically. It's kind of funny, and I'm imagining speedrunners probably use some sort of trick for that, just because you do go really, really fast, but... That I don't know 100% off the top of my head. Anyways... This room here, this is kind of a unique room, if I remember right. Because if you push this there, we're gonna have a bit of a puzzle with block pushing here. Up. Yeah, if we push that aside there, and then push this one down one. And then we can push that back there. Yes. From what I remember, I don't think there's any, like, collectibles in these rooms, but from what I recall, this is, I believe, a room you might not be able to come back to at a certain point, so, I think eventually that puzzle kind of becomes off limits, so keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. I think we want to push this down here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. This puzzle's actually not too bad once you kind of figure out, like, the hang of it there, but basically you just kind of got to do that. And there we go. And, again, I don't believe there's any items in this area, but if there are, just kind of keep that in mind. This room looks awfully sus of any items, but whatever. And I guess if you like this part of the game, then maybe just cherish it while you can play it, because, again, don't quote me on that 100%, but I'm pretty sure this room does kind of get, like, permanently inaccessible, like, at a certain point later in the game, so yeah, kind of just keep that in mind, I guess. Oh, this is fun. Oh. How much limited time am I given for this here? Quite a bit. Oh, dear God. Really? I'm catching up to this junk now? Oh. This is annoying. No. Hold on. Yes! Oh, wow. I got that in just enough time. That was actually pretty impressive. Got some more of these annoying things. And what does hitting this do? Oh, that creates the red portal. Okay, so some of these rooms you might be able to come back to, but some earlier ones might be a little bit more inaccessible than others. Anyways, I'm wondering if it might be a good idea to take the blue portal to get the things that we're missing? Oh. Yeah, you know what? I think that might be honestly a pretty decent idea. Let's take the blue portal here just because this has got to be reasonably close to. Wait, this is, yeah, okay, that's that room there. Since we have the red portal here, that should be a decently quick way. There we go. Back in this room here. Red Kinstone piece. In my honest opinion, that's pretty worthwhile. But to each their own. And also, there is a thing on this here, too, if I remember right. Yes. Give me a sword back, please and thank you. That is... If it's only a 100 there, I mean, that means I'm going to need to expend these next time I go to town, which is not going to be fun, and I don't want to do that, but... Alright, sorry about the brief little intervention there, but I just would not have had a better time to, do that earlier in the dungeon, so... We do have 2 of these guys at once that we gotta fight, which is definitely something here. Ah, shoot, I didn't even get a hit off on that guy's heart there that time. One of them's almost dead, I know that. Okay, that one is dead here. This one I don't know for sure about. Okay, that guy is dead too, so I guess you don't even need to really hit his tail. That seems really weirdly designed, but I don't know. I guess they try to rely on the challenge that you might not be able to see, but, I mean, the fact that we have the Flame Lantern does kind of make this a non-issue. Anyways, we're almost through with this. We head up this really cool-looking bridge, admittedly. We will head on out and through this way. We have the second switch here. This should hopefully be enough light to thaw out that element. And we wasted our clone the entire time, of course. We did it, Link. Now we can take the element. That was a lot of trouble, but we finally did it, and... What in blazes? Hey, something's not right here. What? What's this? That's stupid Octorock solar element. Don't just stand there, we gotta go get it, Link, now. Again, this was a boss door that we entered. Wouldn't be fitting without one of those things. I do like the general idea of this dungeon, though. Like, you start right at the boss door, and then the stuff's right here, but it's kind of in frozen place, and we kind of have to base the entire dungeon around that. And then, yeah. Stuff just sort of ensues, and there is a giant Octorock here. So, there's kind of two main ways you can fight this guy. You can either use your sword or your shield for this guy to reflect the things back, and then once he freezes over here, I recommend having the Flame Lantern on it pretty much all times. You'll want to get behind his tail there and hit him with the Flame Lantern. Start kind of going a little bit nuts with that, and then the cycle just kind of repeats itself. He does have a few more attacks, though, that we'll kind of get a chance to see, though. Like that there. This can actually be kind of a devastating attack, if I remember right. Yeah, that does a full heart of damage in a single hit, so... Oh, shoot. I guess kind of just keep that in mind there. Oh. Well... You're not going to do your... Nope, you're doing your inhale attack. Yeah, I remember this being, in general, kind of a tough fight to do with only 3 HP there. But whenever you hit him 3 times, he'll freeze over again. And we already hit his tail, so not a big problem. I'm not really sure why hitting him in the face 3 times freezes him over, but it just kind of does, I guess. It's definitely, I think, this is one of the most unique bosses in the game, though, and it's also the first one I would say that's even remotely a challenge so far, because I guess Gleerock can kind of sometimes be a little annoying, but, like... Yeah, this fight's honestly, like... Oh, shoot. Oh, he has this attack, too. Sometimes he'll, like, make the screen go pitch black as well. And he also just kind of has a dash attack that drops a bunch of rocks around. In general, he can be kind of a bit of a threat, so just kind of keep that in mind a little bit. Nice, got him. And that's it for this fight. Doing all that does that Octorock in. With all that, it's been a long time coming, but we finally got our third element. You got the water element. Water quenches thirst, ends droughts, and nourishes life. The water element is the embodiment of that power. Grab your heart container. And let's leave this dungeon for good. Or just teleport us back to the start of it. I almost froze my beak off in there. What? Hey! Oh, young one. Child who seeks aid at Princess of Hyrule. My name is Gustav. I was the King of Hyrule countless ages ago. Stand before me. Only then will the path open to you. Was that just a dream? He said he was a King of Hyrule. Wait, look at your map, Link. There's some kind of mark on it. Yes, it means it wasn't a dream. You should head there at once you infuse your sword with that element. Yeah, remember, kinda, when we were on a weird quest for the elements and, like, infusing our swords with them and stuff? Remember when we got 2 of them right at the beginning of the game? And then, like, yeah, it's kind of been ages since then. Yeah. Next time on The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap, we will kind of go around Hyrule once again, make our way to the Elemental Sanctuary, but also just kind of, just doing some general side questing and stuff around Hyrule. Off camera, I'm gonna, of course, do some stupid shell grinding here, which I don't want to, but admittedly, we kind of got to at some point. But besides that, though, we will get some of that stuff done, and yeah, we'll kind of just go from there. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of story progress done, because there's a decent bit of stuff opened up, I think, and some other side questing stuff we can get done, but, yeah, from there, we'll just kind of go from there. Thank you for watching. I've been Masterstarman, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.